Yeah, hello scrappers. Back again. Had the furnace on for a little bit here, and like 20 degrees outside, and got it up to about 40 in here right now, so it's not too bad. So thought I'd do some, clean up some brass and some copper. Got quite a bit here. Pretty much this whole thing here is almost all a lot of copper and right in the center brass. I don't know what we got under this cap, so I'll stick it over here in the vise. Probably need to pan sideways a little bit with that camera. And I got peanut butter right down here at the base of the vise. This vise, so whole Wilton vise, is on a platform that I need to modify. It's kind of pretty wobbly. You see the old base down there. What I need to do is put about 4, maybe 6 nuts up around the outer edge, and yeah, we got kind of the workbench in there and vise too. But I think the thing's kind of rounded, so it wobbles a lot. So if I could put something around the outer edge, then I think it'd be a lot more solid. So one of these days I need to flip it over and get the grinder out there, or the welder. Get the welder out there and find me about six or 8 decent sized nuts or pieces of rebar or something. And let me check that with the magnet. See if anything in there sticks. And it does. Okay, it looks like I got a lock ring in there. And I think I got my lock ring pliers right over here. This set, I think. I got a couple out in the other room I use if I'm out there. Now I need to bring them in to me, so there's some of those you can easily step around over here. Just pull it out of one hole, unscrew it from one hole and screw it in the other one. It goes from now when I squeeze, it's going to spread them out. Well, actually what I need to do is, yeah, I think I had it right the first time, unless I got it on the back side. Maybe that's it. Exciting, isn't it? We've got a pretty good blast of winter here in the U.S., Oklahoma, and I know up north they're really getting a wintry blast. I think I'm going to have to soak that in some WD-40. Looks a little bit rusty, and that pin does not want to move. Let me try this. Okay, that side. Yeah, that side kind of gave in and then it broke. So yeah, that might take a little bit of yeah, that's going to take a little bit of work to get that thing out of there. That's for sure. Now the one end snapped off of it, so I'm going to have to soak it and then probably spend some time on it. So what I think I'll do for right now is I'll just try to get the copper cut off of there. And I got my angle grinder out here. Hopefully that'll cut deep enough. Peanut butter, I don't know if I'd want to sit right there if I were you. I know he likes it right under my feet. He's going over by the monitor. Nice chunk of number 2 copper. Now this one will be a little tricky because I got that little piece on the back. So I'll just try to open the vise up. Yeah, the heater's pretty quiet and blowing right out. Right on me, keep me nice and warm. And I wish it kind of blew a little harder down, where keep the hands warm, but it doesn't do much good when you're handling 20-degree metal anyway. If I don't forget, we'll try to take this stuff out there and weigh it. But what I've got here, I still got one loop, but it doesn't want to move, and the other loop that was over here broke off, and it's right here. So I'll have to try to somehow pull that out. I got to get that out so I can get an Allen wrench on there and pull that center out. Or at least the center might be brass too. Once I get that out of there, I may not have to do any further cleaning. But right now, I'll set it aside. Come back to that later. I don't remember where I got this set of ring expanders or extractors. Ring plier set, snap ring. Had it quite a while. Kind of got myself in a tight spot here. And a piece I got this basket of brass stuff. Some of it's even pretty rusty. It's either brass or copper. Let's put this on the bench grinder real quick and see what we get. Well, that looks like copper. Took the wire wheel and it looked silver. Then I hit it on the grindstone and it's orange. So yeah, I think you might be able to make it out there. That's copper. If I clean that up, I can pass for number 1. And this thing, now set that aside. I know that's brass. Now these, you never know. You might be able to pass these, you know, sell these in a yard sale or somewhere. Once they've been used it once or something, I'm not sure just how dependable they are. But if you get them, this is definitely copper in the center and brass on the ends. And you got a couple of rubber gaskets here. I said in the video back or so I had ice picks out here. I was going to bring a tape measure in here. I'll see one hanging around. I'm going to get some measurements on that shelf. Let's clean up a couple more items and then we'll do that. I'm not sure about under this piece, but I got a little rubber O-ring right here. Break that off of there. Kind of brittle. Okay, I'm going to cut that piece of brass off the end. Yeah, I fired up the furnace as I was moving stuff in here and had the torpedo heater going. And I dropped it. Wow. Screw on that, you can't even see the end of it. So rusted up, you can't tell if it was a Phillips or plain, and magnet sticks. So I'm probably just going to have to try to get in there and cut that off on that one. Okay, let me cut that. Nick the vise there a little bit. Try not to do that too often. Yeah, I picked this vise here up in an auction. Pretty much just like it was. And people comment saying it's making them seasick. Okay, on this piece here I'm going to go ahead and, well, I got the grinder in my hand. Piece all copper. I don't know why I always wait and put off and put off and put off cleaning a lot of this stuff up, being it's copper and brass. Yeah, it's good money. I'll probably put that in the vise and cut that plastic. You want to get up here and say hi to everybody, Peanut Butter? You're just running around at my feet. Yeah, he sticks pretty close to me when I'm out here. Yeah. I didn't hardly run that furnace or torpedo heater last year. I pretty well stayed in that other room, so had that stuff going today, and he wasn't quite sure what was going on. He wasn't too sure about it. I'm sure this is brass all the way down. I got to get this plastic out of here. So I'm almost thinking cut it right here past this nut and then maybe try to split the plastic. See if that'll work for me. Yeah, that came right off, so don't have to split the plastic. And that's all brass and good weight there. It looks like I got a little rubber washer in there, and then a little spring popped out when I took the washer out. a nice heavy chunk of brass. Now, I'm not sure exactly about this piece. It doesn't look yellow. Magnet doesn't stick to it there, but it does here. That might be stainless. But it looks like I'm going to just have to try to cut that end off. Cut both ends off. Or see if I can't make a couple cuts and experiment with this one. Not sure about that. Let me see if I can't spread it with the pliers. First time I tried one of these. I don't even remember when it's off of. I had it laying around so long. I think some of those are spreading. Cut the back, maybe, I don't know. I may just have to go in further and just cut the whole thing off of there. Probably what I'm going to have to do. About here. Got sparks flying, so I'm thinking stainless. Not sure what peanut butter's trying to get to. Maybe a mouse. This one might be a little harder because it's so swelled out. Unless I flatten it down. Got it from top and bottom, maybe. Yeah, the magnet is sticking, so I guess that's just going to go in shreds. Yeah, a little waste of time. That's where I stuck a magnet on that and it didn't stick a while back. Okay, now this. I'm sure some of you know what this is. I imagine some probably don't. For those that don't, this is the old works out of the back of a toilet. Yeah, it's before they made them out of plastic. Yeah, this piece is brass, copper, and I think everything else up here is brass. So the most part, unscrew this, get the rubber washer out of there. Everything at this end is brass. So, do it the easy way. I'm getting excited. I only got a couple weeks left, and then I'm going to start taking some personal time. For about 3 weeks, use up a bunch of personal time, and then schedule a couple weeks of vacation at the end of February. Go back, work a half a day or so, and then retire from a full time. Looks like a washer or something on there. Yeah, of course, I don't think I have a file in here right off. Probably do somewhere. I'll just grind it. See what we got here. We got copper there, but this in here is steel. Probably have a brass ring at the end. Magnet sticks. But we got some brass right here on the end. Let's see if I can't tighten it down in the vise good. Yeah, I got a pretty good basket. I got a few doorknobs. Like I said, I still got a bucket full out in the other room or outside of faucets. I think that's going to be 7/16, but it's, yeah, ½ inch. I wouldn't thread it on there very far. Another nice little chunk of brass. A little washer down at this end. Okay. I didn't bring my pipe cutter back here, so I can't just cut the pipe like I normally would. Well, that piece came off anyway. So I'll put that in there. Yeah, the only thing I'm kind of dreading right now is am I going to get hit hard with taxes? The money I made on my full-time job, and they tax half of Social Security, so half of that income will be taxable. Then I have that inheritance. So yeah, how hard am I going to get hit? So I'm thinking I almost need to build up as much copper and brass as I can in case I owe on taxes. I can maybe take it in, maybe get enough to pay. guy can always hope. And then there's always a, if I do end up owing, I can probably take out a personal loan and take care of it quickly that way too. You don't want to owe the government money, because if you can't pay it all at once, they charge you, I think, 20% interest. So yeah. So you want to get it knocked out and out of the way. But bringing that kind of money in, I'll have the land paid for. I got one more payment on that. I'll be making the 1st of February, and that'll be it. So that's going to be probably one of the first obstacles this year, is getting the taxes done, and if I owe, getting it paid. Of course, I got to keep the operation running. Got to have gas in the trucks, maintenance. That almost hit peanut butter. Surprised he didn't chase it. Okay, we're getting everything cleaned up here. Yeah, for those that don't know, this is one of those kind of a frost-free. Might run it in like to your garage wall to keep your garage kind of heated above 30, 32 freezing. Instead of it shutting off out here, it shuts off way back here. Yeah, the screw going in is steel, but the little square piece there is brass. So I think there's still a piece of screw up inside that, so we'll probably have to get it out and then trim it just a little bit. This whole outer piece should be brass. It doesn't quite look like brass under this lighting. The LEDs sometimes, I don't know, it's just my eyes. I can see the yellowness in that. Can't really see it in that. This could be aluminum. Could be cast aluminum. Okay, let's see what we got here. Like I said, this shuts off way down here. I'll have to look at that under regular daylight. Yeah, I've got a regular plain screw right there. Screwdriver, and I got them laying on the workbench. Like that one wasn't tight at all. All it does is hold that rubber washer in there. And let me hit it with the grinder, see what color it is. pretty much all brass except that one piece. Magnet does not stick, so I'll bet that's stainless. Yeah, that might, I saw sparks flying, so. So that stainless bucket. Okay, I got to trim a little bit more off of this, get rid of that steel screw. That fell down in that tray. I'll save all them pieces, I can melt it later. So this is all definitely brass. I think that is too. We'll go out there and zero out that. Unhook the camera here, then we'll run in the other room real quick. See what kind of weight we got. I realize this video is getting kind of long, so I may just have to take the brass out since I've only got two hands, and then come back and get the copper. And peanut butter's down there ready to go. There's Mitch. I have to go back and shut the heater off too. Right now the scale's on 0, so I gotta put one of these buckets on there. See, now it's saying 3.3 ounces. Now it's zeroed out. .11, almost 3 3/4 pounds of brass. And that's what, $2 a pound? About $7.75. Okay, let's go get the other bucket. Of course, Mitch wants to get in the way. He likes walking in front of me. Especially when I'm coming to feed, he'll get in front of me and walk real slow. I'll get up and get around him and walk fast, and he'll run ahead of me, get in front of me again, and slow down. I think he likes to aggravate me. Probably trying to get my attention while I pet him. Oh, only a pound of... That might go for number 1. Got it $3 a pound. We got a little over £1.25, so about $4 worth of brass or copper right there. So not too shabby. So hey, if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Share it with your friends. I want to remind everybody about the Amazon affiliate link. I got those cutting discs that I was using there, and other odds and ends. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.